You're watching The Wellness Hour, leader in medical news and information. I'm Randy Alvarez. Hot topic. In fact, this topic is on everyone's mind one time or another. Losing weight, especially body fat. With us, we have the author of The Fat-Burning Diet Made Easy. He's known all over the world. And if you have weight that you just can't seem to lose, no matter what you do, or if you just have that last 10 pounds, my advice, stick around for the latest edition of The Wellness Hour.
The Wellness Hour. An in-depth discussion with today's top physicians and medical leaders. And now, your host, Randy Alvarez.
You're watching a special edition of The Wellness Hour, leader in medical news and information. I'm Randy Alvarez. Today's topic is a hot topic. It's how to lose 20 pounds in 30 days. With us, we have the author of The Fat-Burning Diet Made Easy, Robb. Jay, welcome to the program.
Glad to be here.
Now, you've been in and around the fitness industry, health and fitness industry, for quite some time.
Oh, absolutely. I started back in 1980 professionally with my first fitness club, and it just took off basically like a rocket because I love what I do. And after that, sold my club and became a clinical nutritionist because my passion is really on dieting.
Now, you've been working with bodybuilders, elite athletes. I mean, you're well known. I mean, people that are watching this probably recognize who you are, well connected. But people have been paying you a long time to get them in shape, top shape. Is that right?
Oh, absolutely. Especially in the beginning with bodybuilding, because I train natural bodybuilders, not guys on the drugs, but natural bodybuilders to get down to 5% body fat or less for a show. So I knew the secrets of how to get the body fat down.
Is it really a secret, though? You know, when you hear secrets, I mean, isn't it just eat less, exercise more?
It actually is a secret because most people are misinformed. They're getting the wrong information on the web. They're getting the wrong information in a lot of books they read, articles they read. Everybody thinks, oh, just cut calories or do whatever. It's not that simple. The secret is, you've got to pay attention to what you're eating because diet is the secret, and you really have to get it down to eating carbs at a certain time and protein at a certain time.
Okay, now this is your new book, hot book, The Fat-Burning Diet Made Easy.
Yes.
And you had one before this.
Yes.
What's changed? This is...
I compressed it and made it very simple. I compressed it down to 48 pages so a person can get right into it and they can get the secrets out of it and they can get into the program within 5 to 10 minutes.
Now you yourself follow your own diet. You walk your talk.
Absolutely. I try to stay in the best shape possible all the time.
Now, you're featured on your book, giving a bicep pose. I've seen you at the gym. That's how we got in touch. I mean, world-class shape. Great shape guy. Does it frustrate you when you see people talking about diet and exercise and they're out of shape? Because you see it all the time.
Oh, it's horrible. It's one of my pet peeves. I see someone who's a diet guru and they're not in shape. They've got a gut or something. I think if you're going to talk about diet, you better walk your talk. I have abs. I'm going to show them. I'm not afraid to show them.
Now, you were the fat-burning chef on KUSI in San Diego for quite some time.
Yes, I was. I did that for 4 years. I was on every week, and I showed a fat-burning recipe that you could make in 5 minutes or less. People just loved it, and could go out and mix and match things and show people how to eat protein, how to manage carbs, and it was an educational process. Loved it.
Now, you've written a lot of books. You're here today to talk about, obviously, your Fat-Burning Diet Made Easy, but how many books now have you?
10 books to date, and I've got 3 more in the works, and they should be out in the next few months. So I'm constantly writing. My job is to get information to people because people are confused out there. They don't know where to go, who to turn to. Well, I'm here with the answers, and I'm writing books to help them get the answers they want, to get their body in the best shape possible. That's my job.
Now, the Wellness Hour staff lost about 25 pounds together. 2 people got in your diet, read your book. I said, I'll go on the diet after the interview, so I don't have to side with you too much. But it works. And they said they weren't hungry. What do people say, by the way? I mean, you make a claim on the book, 20 pounds in 30 days. You believe that? I mean, is that possible? Is that realistic?
Oh, absolutely. When you know how to manage carbohydrate and eat at the right times and not over-exercise and not do things that slow your metabolism, that gets you in jeopardy, that most people end up doing. They try to do everything wrong, backwards. When you get on the right track, when you get on the right program, and when you know how to manage carbohydrate, the weight falls off. You can do it while you're sleeping. In fact, that's one of the things we say. You snooze, you lose on the Fat-Burning Diet Made Easy.
Okay, so in your book, by the way, how is this different than any other book? I mean, there's diet books all over the place. How do you see it as different?
Because it's, one, very easy to do. It's easy to follow. It had to be easy. If it wasn't easy, a person will not do it. I've discovered that in 28 years of doing this professionally. Easy is the key. But it has to give you the results, and the results have to come quickly. So you have to be able to eat the program as listed in an easy manner, and within 2 or 3 days see the fat just melting away like never before.
Do you address cravings? Because, I mean, don't most of us know what we should do? We know what we have to do. We can't get ourselves to do what we know.
Yes, cravings
going to go away if we follow your program?
Absolutely. I'm an ex-carbohydrate addict, by the way. Okay. I've had cravings out the wazoo. It's just, everybody has cravings in America. We want junk, we want ice cream, we want cookies. It's all usually a carbohydrate sugar craving. People are just...
Can you break that?
Absolutely, in a short period of time. It doesn't take but 4 days to break any addiction on my programs. It's that fast.
Okay, now your books, by the way, and we talked on the telephone, you say you keep them around 48 pages.
Yes.
Every one of them. Why?
We found that 48 pages is what a person wants to read, and give them 20 minutes into one of my books, and they'll know exactly what to do. They're on the program, and the weight's starting to fall off of them.
Sounds too simplistic, though.
Ah,
a little simplistic.
Simple is good. Trust me. I've written thick books. People will not always get through them, even if they're compelling. They'll go right to the middle, and they want to know, tell me what to eat, Jay. Tell me what to do. Tell me how I can get this weight off fast. I get right to it in a 48-page book, and I can keep the price down.
Who are the dieters, by the way? Who are the people that are buying this book?
Everybody who wants to lose weight that's frustrated because they've tried all these other programs. I don't care if they're 12 years old or 110.
All right.
They're all frustrated because they've been trying this and that, and they just want to finally get something that's permanent. Finally, something that's easy.
You say that dieters are very sophisticated today. Elaborate on that.
Oh, they are. I mean, people are on the internet. They're educated now. They read books a lot. They read articles, magazines. They're getting educated every area of their life. If somebody's telling them at work about something, people are informed now. So you can't hoodwink them. You've got to give them the straight deal. And the proof has to be in the pudding, Randy.
Okay.
It has to be in the pudding. So when they get on the program, it has to work right away. And they have to feel good, because health has to be up at the top of the heap. You can't just say lose weight and feel horrible. They have to feel good at the same time.
So if you had to classify the book, is it high carb, low fat, calorie restrictive, high protein? What is it?
It's actually a combination. That's the Fat Burning Diet Made Easy. I've actually put together a low carb program and a high carb program, so you carb cycle. That's why it works so well. A lot of people, they try to do one or the other. Oh, I'll do a low carb diet. Pretty soon they fail. Give them 2 weeks. They're like binging. Put them on a high carb, low fat diet. After a while they're going, oh God, I just want fat. I'm tired of these carbs. When you actually take the two and put them together and cycle them, doing low carb some days or meals and higher carb some meals or some days, you get a win-win right there. You've got.
You said that I'm a carb phobic, like most people.
Yes.
We're afraid of carbs.
Yes.
What do you mean by that?
Well, a lot of times people now, they've been so educated that carbs are bad.
Yeah.
Carbs are not bad. You just have to earn the right to consume them, and you have to know when to consume them. And if you don't consume them, then your body is not going to, one, be as energetic as it should be.
Okay.
Also, you may have high or increased cortisol levels due to the stress of dieting so severely without carbs, which makes you fat, which makes you tired, which makes you sluggish. That's what people have to deal with. So they get to one extreme. It's not one extreme or the other.
You say Atkins works initially, and then they hit a plateau.
Oh, absolutely.
How is yours different, though?
Hands down. And my hat goes off to the late Dr. Robert Atkins, because he hit the nail on the head. Carbs are a problem if you overconsume them. So he just took it to the extreme. After a week or two, though, you get the results, and you get a short-term results. But after that period of time, the system goes, wait a minute. We are now starving because we're not getting the carbs we need to have what I call glycogen, or glycogen in the muscles and liver. You need that to power yourself, especially in the gym. So when they don't have that, the binging begins, and that's when the weight comes back on. And it's just a natural thing. When you get low carb, your body says, okay, it's time for carbs, it's time for carbs, and you suppress that. Eventually, the body just, I can't take it. Pizza, and you go ice cream, chips, and the whole smear.
You know, whenever I hear the term secrets, especially on television, people need to know this is a real interview, by the way. You're not reading cue cards or anything like that. This is your opinion. But when I hear secrets, it does sound, it makes me skeptical. But you say this is what bodybuilders, natural bodybuilders, elite athletes have been doing all along.
All along.
Is that correct?
Oh, absolutely. I learned these secrets in bodybuilding, natural bodybuilding, years and years ago. And it's the same principles. It's nice, though. See, I learned that of how to get to extreme low body fat levels. I said, well, these principles work well every time. But the average person doesn't need to go down to 5% body fat, so I just applied these same principles to the average person to get the same results as if they were an elite athlete or a bodybuilder, and they could be a couch potato and getting fantastic results.
Okay, you say the majority of the people that are getting this book are former Atkins dieters. What do you say to them, by the way, watching this? How is it going to be different, and how are they going to add carbs back in their diet and not blow up, as they say?
I'm going to teach them when and how to eat carbohydrate, because it's all timing. You know, when you cut carbs and you cut them extreme, then your body says, well, we're missing something. At some point, carbohydrate needs to come back in, because stored carbohydrate is the energy your body wants to use. It does not always want to use fat. I don't care what the low-carb people say, fat's the ultimate. Yeah, it may be the primary source of fuel, but for quick movements, time in the gym, your body draws on its reserve carbohydrate. That's critical.
Okay, clinical nutritionist. Is there science behind what's written in this book?
Oh, absolutely. You know, it's all insulin management, carbohydrate management, and glycogen management. And by the way, not just that scientifically there from that perspective in the medical field, but you could take the same principles and apply them to an elite athlete and how they use glycogen management in their own exercise programs. When glycogen goes down, they have to eat carbohydrates. Same principles, I just put it to the average person.
Now, I'm not clear on this glycogen. We're going to take a quick break. Let's talk about glycogen. You say glycogen management, not something I've heard before in other books, so we'll be right back. You're watching The Wellness Hour, leader in medical news and information. I'm Randy Alvarez. The Fat-Burning Diet Made Easy. We have the author right here, world-renowned Robb. We'll be right back.
Tried all sorts of cover-ups for bad breath? Try the science of Breathorex. Only Breathorex has Zytex. It attacks the cause of bad breath, keeps working for hours. It's clinically proven for real fresh breath.
Get non-prescription Breathorex from your dental hygienist and now at fine stores everywhere.
Designs for Health is the nutritional supplement brand of choice, exclusively recommended by healthcare professionals.
As a physician, I insist on the science-first approach of Designs for Health. They have synergistic formulations with optimum quantities of therapeutic nutrients.
Designs for Health, the leader in professional brand nutritional supplements.
There's a new secret to looking younger. An advancement so profound, it took a team of scientists years to create. A time machine called Zoom. Getting zoomed is the fastest way to erase years from your looks. Zoom is the most advanced teeth whitening ever. Only your dentist has it. Nothing works like it. Zoom Gel gently penetrates the submicron pores of tooth enamel. The patented Zoom Light superactivates the gel through a unique photofenton reaction, breaking down the stain's double bonds. In just 45 minutes, years of discoloration disappear, transforming your smile to wow. To find a Zoom dentist near you, go to zoomnow.com or call 800-891-4895. For your whitest, most confident, most irresistible smile, get zoomed today. Make your appointment at zoomnow.com or call 800-891-4895 today and discover the wow of Zoom.
You're watching The Wellness Hour, leader in medical news and information. I'm Randy Alvarez. Today's topic, fat burning made easy, with the author of The Fat-Burning Diet Made Easy, Robb. Okay, clinical nutritionist, and for those just tuning in, you've been working with, in and around weight loss for 20 years or more.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Okay, and you've helped people lose thousands of pounds. What's the number one thing you think that gets in, or misconception about weight loss today?
A lot of people buy into the exercise myth, and I've owned 2 fitness clubs, Randy.
Okay.
They buy into the exercise myth. If I join a gym, if I start exercising, I can get rid of this or I can get rid of these. It doesn't work that way. You'd have to exercise 3-4 hours a day to really make it a weight loss program. And most people are barely in the gym a half hour to an hour a day. That's pushing it, and that would have to be every day.
So most of the people you say you get them exercising less, eating a little bit more carbs, and they lose weight.
Yes, every time. It's proven itself thousands of times with people, because most people, they think, oh my God, I got more weight to lose, let me exercise more, let me do more. And what it does, it stresses them out more, and they start gaining weight, especially around the midsection. So people go, why am I getting fat here and I'm exercising more? I say, well, you need to eat more. You got to up your carbs, and let's cut back on that.
So too much exercise can make somebody fat.
Absolutely, and it happens day in and day out.
Is that also outlined in the book?
Yes, it's in there, and it's in there very clearly. I pointed out.
Now, we were in the gym the other day, by the way, and I was watching you, and I couldn't help but overhear because you're going to be on the show, and that's how I, in fact, saw you and said I've got to get him on the show. But a woman, I guess, do people come up to you all the time and ask for advice?
They do. People come up to me frequently and they go, "Hey Jay, how's it going? Oh, by the way, hey, how do I get rid of this, or how do I lose?"
So she was doing lap pull downs. She looked like she was about 60 plus, and she's going, "Well, I'm lifting weights and I'm not losing any weight. I'm exercising more than ever, and I'm gaining weight," she said.
Yeah,
and what'd you say? I love this.
I said, I tell you what, don't come to the gym if you want to lose weight. Come to the gym to get fit. I said, you're going to lose your weight at home when you're eating. When you eat, it's when you lose weight. You're going to force your body to burn fat by actually choosing the right foods to consume, especially following my fat-burning diet made easy.
But is it different than anything you've seen on the market?
Absolutely, because I carb cycle. I was the originator of carb cycling on the program because
you did this with bodybuilders, elite athletes. Okay.
Absolutely. We did it more extreme to get them into an extreme condition, but I just toned it down and said, let's just get you in great shape by simply cycling these carbs in at the right times. You have to earn the right to consume carbohydrate. People don't realize that. You just can't start macking down everything.
Okay, bring them in slowly?
You actually have to have low carb periods and or exercise periods that give you the right to now consume a heavy carb meal.
Cycling carbs.
Cycling carbs.
Interesting. Glycogen, very tough to understand, at least for me. Help me understand this glycogen connection. What is it?
Glycogen is very easy to understand. Just imagine you're like an automobile. Glycogen is your gas tank. You don't take...
what is it, muscle sugar? What is it?
Glycogen is, it's actually stored carbohydrate that goes into the muscle or liver to be used later on. It's converted to a starch. Okay? Starch is not sugar. It's actually a molecule that's a longer chains. Okay? So actually that's stored for future use. Now, that's just like if you were an automobile. You don't go to the gas station and pull the pump off as if that was a Twinkie or something, spray it all over your car and say, use that up now. You put it into what? A gas tank. Okay. That's the same as if you eat carbs now, they go into your glycogen tank. They're going to be used as you need them down the road, just like your car. You don't just use the energy right out of the pump. It has to be stored
first. So your book
first.
Kind of keeps your levels full in the muscles and in the liver.
Yes, and here's the key, Randy. Here's what you got to get this right. Okay, it's very, very important. When glycogen levels get full on these high carb diets, as soon as glycogen levels are full, the muscles are all full of glycogen. At that point, excess carbohydrate and calories will then be converted to fat. That's the problem most people face. Now, if you take it the other extreme, let me cut carbs because I want to burn fat all the time.
Yeah.
Eventually you run out of glycogen and your body thinks it's starving. Now what's it going to do? Start metabolically closing off because it's starving. It wants to have carbs. Okay?
But won't carbohydrates raise insulin levels, force you to store fat?
It can't, because your body doesn't go into a fat storing mode on the fat burning diet made easy. It's right in the book. You'll see it in there.
So it's like carbohydrate adequate? I mean, is that a way to put it?
Yes.
I mean, to keep these, like you say, glycogen levels?
Yeah, not too full and not too low. It's kind of like the Goldilocks story. You don't want too much or too little. You keep within a balanced range.
And you can still burn fat, though, with carbs. I mean, that, of course, I mean, I'm like everybody else, read a few books here and there, dabble in this. And but the thought is, if I'm going to eat, let's say brown rice or things like that, that I'm going to be burning that brown rice for a day or 2 days, and I'll never burn any fat.
Well, the secret.
So how can you eat carbs and still burn fat? That's my question.
Well, you got to read the book because it's all in there.
Okay.
And it's clear though, but it's just like your gas tank. If you went to the gas station, filled your tank up, it's full.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the same as if you ate enough carbohydrate to fill your glycogen tank up. Once it's full, it's full. You don't drive to another gas station and go, hey, let's top that off. No, but we go to a convenience store and try to top off our carbs again. And what happens then? If you started to put that into the gas into the tank and your tank's full, what's going to happen? The gas is going to squirt right back out all over. That's just like spilling out your carbohydrate.
So it's insulin in the case.
It's going into
body.
fat. It all goes to fat.
Okay.
All the carbohydrate is converted to body fat. That's the last thing you want, body fat.
Could an expert, could a fitness athlete, anybody argue their point? I'm not equipped to debate this topic, but could they argue that what's in your book,
nope. It's all
there's no science behind it?
It's all sound. There's nothing they could question on it because it's all about proper insulin management. It's carbohydrate control to manage insulin, and it's not over-managing because that's where everybody gets it wrong.
Okay.
It's all balanced. So it's
We
physiologically...
hear the word balance all the time. It's easier said than done.
Yeah.
Balance. We all hear balance. Everybody knows balance.
Yeah, balance. Well, balance means you do need carbohydrate, protein, and fat because protein and fat are essential Okay? Carbohydrate's not essential, by the way, but it works well to keep your metabolism up. Not enough carbs means low metabolism. Protein and fat are critical because you cannot convert anything else to make the essential amino acids or fatty acids. So those are critical. That's the balance.
And they have to buy this on your website.
Yes.
Any particular reason, may I ask, why you're not allowing it in bookstores nationwide? Why your website?
Because it's easy and fast for people to get it direct, and it's $5, and they can get it in 5 minutes.
So they probably won't even want a $5 book in their bookstore, possibly.
Yes, but you've pretty much hit the nail on the head, and we wanted to go direct to the consumer because I know consumers are hurting and they need this information and they want it now and they want it fast. It's also, you can tell a friend, hey, guess what I got? They can go right there and see it, view it, read articles on it.
Any success stories you want to share? You know, people that have lost 40 pounds, 50 pounds, 60 pounds?
Ooh, our greatest success story, a woman documented lost over 200 pounds on the fat-burning diet principles of glycogen management. It's so simple, so you can lose that. Some people say, hey, we've got volumes and volumes of testimonials documented of people who have lost 5, 10, 20, 30, 50, 100, whatever they want. It's all what the person
Not
needs.
gimmicky.
It's not
at
a
all.
gimmick.
So you're eating real food.
That's right.
Vegetables.
And by the way, when you say gimmicky, the program has been tested and proven for 18 straight years now.
Okay.
And I just happen to make it easier than ever now with my Made Easy version. I've just compressed it down and said, here, try this on a silver platter. People are getting results
I mean,
like
you've
never
been hired
before.
in the past. People that get paid to look great, they call you.
Yes.
I mean, that's a fair statement. That's a real statement.
They do because
So
they
that's
know it
in here
works.
now.
Yeah. I've worked with, linemen on professional football teams. Bodybuilders were very common for me to work with because these are extreme athletes that need specific things, as well as thousands and thousands of just average people, especially women, who just are frustrated. They cannot lose weight. They're stuck, and they're usually like 15, 20, 30 pounds up. And they're just pulling their hair out and say, Jay, I don't know where to go or who to turn to. And I say, trust me.
Now, we are out of time, but why now? What made you write the book?
Well, personal reasons. In 1978, I mentally and physically collapsed one day after training at the gym. I came home and just collapsed on the floor, looked up at the ceiling, the room was spinning, and I got scared. I thought I was having a nervous breakdown. Thought I was in great shape, but here I was, collapsed, looking at the ceiling, and I said, what can I do? I said, God help me. And long story short, I discovered I had reactive hypoglycemia, and that was a condition that was basically a pre-diabetic condition. I was on the edge of full-blown diabetes type 2.
Did that go away?
Yes, it did. I had to study nutrition. I was saying my prayers, and I studied nutrition and discovered what caused that, rectified it, and within a year I was better shape than ever before, and within 2 years I was a professional in my field at my own fitness club.
You've been studying it ever since?
And ever since, and from that day forward, by the way, when I collapsed, I said, God help me, and I said, I'll share the secrets with the world. And that's what I've been doing ever since that day in 1978. I've been doing my part of the bargain to tell those secrets to the world.
You battled this yourself. I mean, I know you're in world-class shape, by the way.
Yes.
But you've tried just about every diet, too. You say, Randy, I've been on every diet. I mean, you were a vegetarian, you did
raw
Fit for
food,
Life, raw food.
I've done it all. I wanted to be able to look anybody in the eye, anywhere I travel in the world, and know where they are with their diet, because I've been there, and I know what it feels like to eat the way you're eating. And I don't want to have to think, oh, gee, I've never done that. No, I've done everything you can think of.
You really have?
Absolutely. I wanted to know without a doubt if a diet worked or not. And I found out what worked and what didn't. And
it's jammed into this book.
Jammed into the fat-burning diet, made easy. I made
it
easy.
Is it easy to order, by the way? You go online.
Yeah. Go to
How long does it take, by the way?
jrobb.com, and it's $5, and it takes 5 minutes. You have it as a download.
Just $5 on a credit card.
$5 on a credit card, and if you want to go green, you don't even have to print it out. So you can read it right on the screen.
Who should buy it? Who should get it the most? I mean, who do you want to read this book?
Anybody who's frustrated with their weight, who feels like they don't know the secrets, who don't know the answers, and who is hanging on to more weight than they want, and they're frustrated, they're in the gym or whatever, they cannot get the results they want. I want them to turn to me and say, help.
Okay.
And I'm offering that help.
Very interesting stuff. You know that our show airs nationwide. I've met a lot of doctors talking about nutrition. This is my interest. I've read a lot of your book. I told you I didn't read it cover to cover, but this is a good book, and it is different than anything that I've seen out there. I mean, did you go out of your way to say, I want to make something different? And by being different, can you still get the results of some of the popular diets?
I didn't really try to make it different. It just became that way because nobody really took the idea of cycling carbs in.
Cycling carbs, interesting.
Because it's carb cycling is all I'm really teaching. It's lowering carbs sometimes and increasing them at other times. And you have to learn that timing, which the book tells you exactly how to do that, how to listen to your body, how to know what to do, so that you're not guessing or somebody's not just telling you every time you eat, oh, here's what you eat, here's what you eat. No, you'll learn that on your own.
What about a busy lifestyle? Somebody with a busy lifestyle, can they?
Oh, that's the specialty of the Fat Burning Diet Made Easy. Anybody who's busy like me is going to follow this program because it doesn't require much time. All the meals are so simple, so easy. You're looking at probably 5 minutes for breakfast and lunch. Dinner could take a little bit longer, but you can eat at a restaurant and not have any problems at all following this program at probably any of the meals, because it's all just normal food that you would find anywhere.
Okay, final message. Somebody that they've tried everything. They are maybe a weight loss expert. You know, they've lost hundreds of pounds, yo-yo dieted. Final message to them, because they're skeptical, and I'm skeptical hearing this. What do you say to them? They can't seem to lose weight unless they just completely eliminate carbs. What do you say to them? Or cut calories completely?
I say you're going to have to get the Fat Burning Diet Made Easy, invest the $5, that's all I ask. Follow the program, the proof's in the pudding. They'll know within 3 days that the program is perfect for them, and probably within the first bite or two on the first meal, they'll know this is the right path I'm taking.
20 pounds in 30 days.
20 pounds in 30 days.
Big claim.
Yeah, and it could be more. And not just losing weight, but you're going to feel great at the same time. That's the beauty of it, because actually as a clinical nutritionist, I should say, health is at the top rung. I don't just teach people to lose weight. They have to be healthy in the process.
What's down the road, by the way? What's next for you?
Oh, I've got 3 new books coming out soon, and also I have my Robb show, which is coming out.
The Robb show?
The Robb show, which is coming out. That'll come out in '09. It's coming out early '09, and I'll have 3 more books out by the end of this year.
Okay, now it's all in here, though. Recipes,
what to do. I even give my 3 favorite supplements are listed in here, so you don't have to buy a ton of things. If you do want to use supplements, 3 of my favorites are listed in there. You can find it all in the Fat Burning Diet Made Easy.
All right, good. I want to thank you for coming to the show. Very good stuff. Very interesting. And I'm gonna start with your 3-day detox and do your program.
Yeah, and get up to 9 pounds in 3 days off.
Now, I'm not a big guy. You think I could go 9 pounds?
Oh yeah, definitely, because we're going to get it right off of there, and we're going to keep all the muscle you've got.
Right off of there, meaning my stomach.
That's right. We're going to get it off the midsection, and the rest of you is going to be, still buff. That's what we want. We want you buff.
You say I don't have to be afraid of carbs anymore.
You don't have to be afraid of carbs. No, you don't.
The right amount.
You're going to indulge in them, and you're going to revel in them, because they're going to help you.
Yeah. When I hear stuff like that, it sounds too good to be true.
Yeah, and then we're going to post your
results
right on the website.
All right. Okay. Well, thanks again. Very good. You've been watching The Wellness Hour, leader in medical news and information. I'm Randy Alvarez. If you would like to see this interview again online or direct a friend to it, you can visit our website at wellnesshour.com. For now, I wish you good health.
Thanks for watching The Wellness Hour, the leader in medical news with your host, Randy Alvarez, the authority on health issues.